Ethan,
Yeah?
help.
What happened?
Why does it look different?
Why is what look different?
It
The
looks different.
thumbnail?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Pineapples and Pixels podcast. I'm
Oh,
your host, Pineapple the
dude.
Fruit. This is my fellow host, Yapid Builder.
Whoa. Okay. That's
What is what do you do? You're gonna get me banned. You're gonna get me thrown in
the
jail.
auto played to that. We gonna get arrested. I don't know what's wrong with our thumbnail. That's weird.
If you try to play it from Discord, it breaks. But if you just go directly to the YouTube link, it's fine. So I don't know what's
I
happening.
know. Weird. Oh well. Anyways,
Did I? What?
I wish we could play music over our video, but I don't want to get arrested.
Oh yeah. Oh
But
wait,
we
it
should
says
look into
playback on other
potential.
websites got disabled. That's odd.
Hmm.
Anyways, what's poppin'?
Crimus was. Yeah, that's a sentence.
It happened.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Cyberpunk apparently is a scam on the PS4.
What? Oh yeah, because it got friggin' removed. But I think we talked about that last time.
And I'm pretty sure people who had it got it taken away from them as well.
But they were giving out refunds.
I think so, but it was real difficult.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
really weird.
For the most part, people got their money back, but yeah. Cyberpunk is proving to still be a complete disaster.
That sucks.
Yeah. KFC made a console.
KFC made a console?
KFC made a console.
Okay, so yeah, This is not surprising because of how KFC's been doing recently. They made like the dating game, and then they made the weird
Yeah.
romance movie. They really like dating stuff. But what do you mean?
So they basically, and it's real weird this, they made a PC with no cooling system.
With no cool. Okay, hold on. What? What?
They basically made a PC that instead of having a cooling system, it just directs all the heat into one area, and you're supposed to put food in there to keep it warm.
What? What?
Yeah,
That sounds beautiful. First of all, I
it's
want to see if
such
this.
a weird. Look it up.
I need
Look
to
up
see
the
if this is worth
KFC
buying.
console. Is $2,000. So
KFC console. They should have called it the Kentucky Fried Console.
oh, it totally should have. Yeah,
A new
the
Intel powered
Kentucky
game
Fried.
console that comes with a built-in chicken chamber to keep your snacks warm.
Yep.
KFC has a gaming Twitter account. What is happening? Oh god, I'm gonna get.
I hope it's.
Ah! Okay, good.
I hope its first post was just gamer.
Wait, is it the size of the bucket? Like, is that?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah.
literally shaped like the chicken. What is happening? Wait, this was launched back in June? Why is it only blowing up now?
Because everyone thought it was a joke in June. Everyone thought that it was fake, and then it turned out to be real.
The console wars are over. Introducing the KF console. They
Yeah.
did! It is called the Kentucky Fried Console. What?
Great.
What is? What? The thing is, it's not gonna get like hot enough to where where you can actually cook stuff. So it's like just to keep it warm. What?
Yeah.
Why would you? Why does it have a chicken chamber?
It's basically a PC.
Oh my god. It's VR ready. So you,
Yep.
the description for VR ready is get on your feet and enjoy the world of virtual reality while the smell of fresh chicken captures your senses.
Yep.
Enjoy your favorite games on finger clicking good 4K quality.
They're promising 4K 250 to 40 FPS.
What
So
is this?
the
Oh,
estimated
this.
price is at least $2,000.
I see why there's so much dating stuff about KFC now, because I mean, if if the Colonel went up to me and was like, "Hey, you want to play my KFC Cooler Master PC?" I'd be like, "Oh, hell yeah."
You still have to buy it though. It'll be $2,000
Why
probably.
is it 2,000? How much does that chicken pocket cost?
Well, the parts in it would cost $2,000. That's the estimated price.
Core i9 ninth gen.
Because yeah, it's promising like an i9 and a 3080 to 3090.
Oh my god. So it's a gaming shitty oven.
Yes.
It's a really shitty oven, but a really good gaming computer. This is just really funny. This is one of the things that if somebody owns it, then you have to like reevaluate that person. Like, it's not a
I
bad
think
thing, but why?
you get to make fun of them for like an hour straight if they buy that.
I don't
That's
know if I would make
invitation.
fun of them, or if I would be jealous.
I would be scared of them.
I would be. You have 2,000 to blow on the KFC gaming computer. What kind of money do you have? That's what I'm asking for next Christmas: the KFC gaming computer,
Yeah.
the KF console.
So yeah, that's a strange thing that happened.
It's pretty funny. Would you
Um,
think they're gonna go through any other business ventures, like any other weird avenues? They've done movies, they've done
probably.
games, they've done consoles. What do you think they'll do next?
The KFC pizza.
I think they've already
It's
done
pizza for you and me. Oh, God damn it! No stealing my ideas.
that.
The Colonel.
They're gonna make a book. They're gonna make a book that tastes like chicken.
They've probably done the book thing too.
There's just pictures of chicken on every page, and every time you lick the page, it tastes like chicken.
KFC houses.
KFC housing. It's shaped like the chicken bucket.
Yep. And it's just a house.
All the furniture is provided for you, but it's all shaped like chicken.
Yes.
Oh no.
So, real quick, I want to go over a not happy thing.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason. Like, I really would like to put music over our podcast. I think it'd be like a nice little thing to add in. It'd be subtle and in the background. But I don't know if we can because according to the U.S. government, it is now illegal.
You can now go to jail if someone deems it to be wrong enough.
Yeah.
So
Copyright strikes are now literally. Yeah.
Oh yeah, over on my channel, we covered a law that was getting passed that would make it so. And if you haven't seen this, and I don't know what you're doing, but it blew up. It blew up. There's a law that was going to pass that would make it so any DMCA claim was susceptible to jail time. So if you get a DMCA claim, you could get jail time. The thing is, that law passed, and no one really knows what's going to happen, and we're all really scared, and we're all really pissed off.
Yep.
And it wasn't like the bill wasn't going to pass. There was too many important things in that bill for it to not be passed. But they could have edited it, right?
I don't know. I don't think anything will happen immediately. I think we're fine for a good year or two, but 2 years down the road, we could have issues.
But like there was nothing defined in it, right? Like it didn't say that there was going that if like you fought against it and you didn't adhere, they were going to throw you to jail or anything like that. It just said there will be jail
Essentially,
time.
it's super vague, and it basically says that yeah, it can be a felony. It does have a section that specifically says streamers are not affected by this, but I don't think people will care nor listen.
Especially since it was the music industry has never been hesitant to attack individual people.
Yeah, they'll find a way to bullshit their way around and be like, oh yeah, you see this guy? No, he wasn't a YouTuber or streamer. No, this is a domestic terrorist.
Oh yeah,
Um,
there was a Nikki Jakey video about like LimeWire and stuff, and I remember even back then the music industry was really crap. And even though LimeWire
yeah,
wasn't a legal service, or at least the way it
mm,
was being used, instead of taking down LimeWire, they decided to sue individual people. I don't know if it was
yeah.
LimeWire, but it was one of those. Go watch Nikki Jakey's video. But like, so they've never been afraid to target the public. They've never been afraid to target
No, the
individuals. Why
music
would they be afraid
industry
now?
is probably the most corrupt, most evil industry in the entire
Uh-huh.
world. They're horrible people.
I don't know what it is, but people in corporate always seem to be like cartoonishly evil. Like really weirdly evil.
Yeah,
Like what turns a person to be that way?
power,
I don't
greed.
it's so it's like geez, dude.
Usually, the type of people who are able to get to that position of power were already evil.
Yeah.
I would say the guy who's in charge of Apple is evil.
Huh, huh.
The guy who's in charge of Disney is evil. Like that's just
Shut up, you're
obvious.
Disney overlords.
And like anyone in the music industry that has like any level of power, probably evil.
Oh yeah, and it's so weird because you don't look at these companies and go, yeah, they could just do whatever they want. You go, no, they have power over their own stuff. Hasn't Disney been changing like the how
Disney,
long
yeah,
how because there was the copyright thing where after a certain amount of time it would go in I don't remember what it's called, but it would they would no longer be copyright protected. It would be it was like the free domain or
public
something.
domain.
The public domain.
I know about this
After
one.
yeah, after a while things would go to the public domain. Doesn't Disney
Disney
keep
has
pushing
been
them to change
actively
it longer
pushing
and
that
longer?
law further and further for years. And they're approaching, I think soon they're approaching another situation where they have to let go and either they'll bribe somebody or they'll have to actually eventually let go.
I mean, with this, it's not going to be that hard to bribe somebody.
Nope.
Uh
They'll just give
huh.
them $5 and that'll be it.
Yo,
Considering this guy got paid off for
is that are those some
10K.
McDonald's? Are those some McDonald's McNuggies? I love McDonald's McNuggies. Wait, I can't have
Yep.
them. Oh, but you'll give me them if I make it so Mickey doesn't go away. Okay.
That's basically it. It's basically like, what's that? Oh, you'll give me a pizza? Well, I don't know. It's like, oh, okay, so basically it goes along the lines of, you want me to completely diminish the people of the United States freedom? That's bad. I can't do that. Oh, is that Domino's pizza?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, Will.
Oh yeah, that guy basically put could
Give me your freedom of
maybe
speech.
that guy could have possibly put dozens of people in jail for like 10 times less than a house, 20 times even, like way
Yep.
less than a regular house.
Maybe even a car.
You can't even buy a car for $10,000.
No,
That man sold his soul for a wheel.
we sold our souls for less than a wheel.
Oh my god.
I hope he gets fired. I hope he has his entire political career crash and burn, honestly.
I don't know, man. People have gone away with way worse.
The thing is, again, who the fuck knew who Tom Tillis was until now?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Ignorant people keep corrupt politicians in charge. If you aren't aware of the person, random people will vote for them because they don't know who they are. Now that this guy's like well known for being evil, his career's over.
I mean, we hope, but we don't know. That is the thing. And it is extremely angering.
Yeah. It's probably over though.
I hope so.
Like we just need to make sure that a campaign of like next time voting stuff comes around, I would advise not letting the guy who sold your freedom of speech on the internet
Huh.
to be voted back in.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's not the greatest idea.
um, Overall, I don't think most people will be arrested on a. Like I don't think this will be a law that'll be taken advantage of at a mass amount.
It'll probably be more if somebody goes to court
Hmm.
and instead of getting sued, they'll go to jail.
Yeah, I think
And
it's a
there's not a
matter
lot of
of.
YouTubers going to court over their videos.
I
Unless
think
you
once
make
or
like
twice
music.
total in the history of in the entirety of YouTube will people actually get arrested from this law. Hopefully, but I do think it will severely fuck YouTube over. I think the entirety of YouTube will have a massive change and issue, and their copyright system's only going to get worse, and may make it like not a viable option
Yeah, that's the
anymore.
thing. We have no idea what's gonna happen. Anything could happen.
I don't think you'll get arrested if you played Mario music on your stream.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you will. You could, but I think it'll be enforced on such a low level that it won't be an issue. But it will be an issue because you won't be able to make money from it if you had Mario music in your video.
But that was the system that was already in place. We have no idea how this jail law is gonna affect things for YouTubers.
Yeah.
It's kind of stressful.
I think overall the effect of what this will bring is, you know what piracy is, like online piracy.
Yeah.
I think it'll be enforced to that level. Like it's illegal to pirate games, but also who's enforcing that? No one, because who cares? There's more important things to enforce than someone downloaded Final Fantasy VII. Oh
Yeah,
no.
but when things like that normally happen, they normally go after the providers rather than the people
Yeah.
taking from it. Unless you're the music industry, which is where this came from.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So maybe, who
What I
knows?
think will happen is they will try to go after the provider. First, they'll go after YouTube, but then YouTube being YouTube will shift the blame onto the creator.
And then we're all fucked.
I don't think YouTube will get it to a point where they are arrested, but I think they will shift the blame to the creator by immediately taking the video down regardless. No dispute, no anything, just your video's gone. Fuck you. I don't think it'll be illegal. I think that's a bit too far. I don't think you'll get arrested. Maybe once or twice with a really, really like specific scenario for you, like a YouTuber,
Oh
and
yeah.
it'll probably be contested so much that they wouldn't be able to put him in jail.
I feel
But
like
it
the I
will
was gonna say, I
affect
feel
you.
like the copyright system on YouTube right now is good enough to where there shouldn't be any situations where somebody goes to jail. There just shouldn't.
That should be how it is, but also it's YouTube, and you got to remember people have been, you know, people have got copyright strikes because someone owned crickets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on, yeah, but normally what happens is the videos get taken down. There normally isn't like a
Yeah,
campaign
yeah.
where where they're like, there's people suing each other. They don't go to court over it.
What will happen, I guarantee, is that people will pretty much just probably get their videos taken down immediately because they'd be threatening YouTube, not the individual content creators. So they'll probably just threaten YouTube, and then YouTube will take the video down. But
Oh
it
yeah.
still sucks really bad that that's the case because it's only going to make content creation even harder. And it's already pretty awful and difficult to be a content creator on YouTube with constant copyright strikes and claims because what's that? Is that the happy birthday song that was in the public domain? Well, you see, I actually have my own copyrighted version of that song that I made that was a remix of that. And you're infringing on my copyrighted content that is my remix of a public domain song.
Oh yeah, and if people think that we don't really have a right to be complaining about this because we don't have these types of problems and we're smaller, well, you're not necessarily wrong. We're not monetized our videos, so we're not super affected by it. But that doesn't mean we don't deal with these things at all. We don't fight against it, but it still hits those incredibly small creators, showing it hits everybody. Like, I know my sister had a YouTube channel, and within like a day, the one video she had been played had been copyrighted by like a dishwasher company.
Yep. And it's stupid ones too. It's sometimes it's big ones, and that happens a lot actually. But it's also sometimes small people, like
And small
small
people don't
random
have
companies you never heard of before that are like, "Oh, is that what'd you do?" You can't do that. You see, we copyrighted scissors.
That's
We
why
own
we
the
made.
rights to the
That's
sound
why
of
they made
scissors.
Super Mario Origami King. That's why they made Scissors a boss. It was so they could
He's the
copyright
final
Scissors.
scissors are the final. Yeah, scissors are the final boss of copyright. That is
Scissors are
on.
the final boss of the legal team.
In fact, that just now might get us a copyright strike.
Oh, the lightsaber thing?
It could. I don't think it
Cool.
will, but it's plausible.
Um,
It probably won't because we're not big enough to it would be noticed. But it's like big content creators that could happen
yeah.
randomly,
I know, because a lot of the time
and
they
it
do
would
it so
be
they'll make all the
constant,
money off
but
the
it's
video and all that, or they do it so it'll be taken down. But on the
yeah,
but so it doesn't normally affect the smaller creators, but there are situations where it does.
yeah. What usually will happen is they'll do that, and then like they'll hold it over and go as hard as they can until threatened with legal, and they're like, okay, sorry, and
Yeah,
back
after they're
off.
threatened
But
with
they've already
legal,
taken
they're
on the move
good. They're just gone.
because they're not gonna
But
actually.
now they have the option of putting us to jail,
Yep.
so they might go a little harder on the legal aspect. Because they can
Yeah.
just say, well, this states they have to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that's not how legality works, but it's scary. I don't know how this is gonna affect us.
I hate when they pass vague laws. That's
Mhm.
my problem. They need to stop making vague laws.
It's not cool.
But I think overall we will be fine because we don't monetize from this.
Oh yeah.
We don't
We
make
never
money out of
claim
this.
to play, and we always try and credit things whenever we
Yeah,
intentionally play stuff. On a higher note, hey, but how was your Christmas?
it was all right.
Yeah.
I got money, so I'm at 817 now. So I'm closer to a PC.
Did that PC ever come back in stock?
It did, but it's not on sale anymore. Nothing's on sale.
But isn't it within your price range now? Oh wait, no, it's 200 up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oof.
Once it goes back on sale, though, it will be. So we'll see. It might take a bit before things go on sale again.
Oh yeah. Might
Um,
be until Easter, probably.
yeah, but we'll see. Um, I got what else did I get? Oh, I got a controller.
Ooh.
I got the new. So you remember how 8-Bit Dude got hired to do an Xbox controller?
Yeah.
I got that.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I have that
How
controller.
is
It's
it?
got analog
Because
controls.
I know I have the SN30. No, I don't have the SN. The SF30 Pro because I liked the
Ah,
Famicom colors more.
yeah.
But
I
and
have
I
the
love that
Xbox.
controller so much.
Yeah, it's a good controller. It's nice. It's comfortable. It has analog triggers.
That's weird. Not even my
For
SF30 Pro has analog triggers.
yeah, do you want to see it? I can put it on my camera
Oh
and I can
yeah,
show it to you.
sure. How does it connect to your phone? Does it just connect normally?
Bluetooth. Okay, there we go. So this is it. This is the controller.
I'll show mine too. And so
Yeah.
we can compare and contrast.
Okay.
Mine is kind of aged because I got it like last year ish.
Hmm. So
Oh, here's mine.
I see.
Mine doesn't have analog. Mine doesn't have space for analog.
I see. Those don't push down all the way?
No, I mean they push down, but they're clicky. They don't have space for analog.
Hmm. See, I have analog.
Mine are just like the Joy-Cons.
Hmm.
Can
Yeah,
you
I have
hold it up
analog
more
triggers.
to the
What?
closer to
Hold
the
it up
camera?
more? Yeah.
Oh, that's
See?
weird. Yeah, mine doesn't stick up like that.
Yeah, I've got analog triggers. So helpful. This is the best controller I've had in a long time for emulation.
It's weird how they still use the SNES shape.
Yeah, it is. It looks good. It's a good shape for a tiny controller, and I mean, it's the perfect size too. Because I mean, look at this.
I think your phone is bigger than mine.
Yeah, but it's about the size of a phone. So here, I will show this. All right.
Oh, it comes with the stand thing.
Yeah,
Have
and
you
so
tried
because
to?
of that, I can literally play. Huh?
Okay, no, you go.
I can play Mario 64 or Mario Sunshine like this right now.
Oh, sick. Does it run well?
Probably not right now though because my phone's almost dead. But like I
Have
could. But
you
like this is
have
how
you
I would play
tried
it.
to have you tried to run the XCloud? Because I know you have it with
I
Game
have.
Pass.
I have. I did it before I got this controller. It runs really badly for me because
Oh,
of my internet. The image quality is crystal clear. It actually looks really good. I just have really bad delay.
oh.
Like it looks really pretty. I just when I press the button, it takes a good few seconds to respond.
It's also not doing the thing that Stadia does, where it contacts the cloud directly, and it has to go through your phone. So
Hmm.
there's gonna be delay like that too.
Yeah. Other than that, it's neat. If I had better internet, it'd probably be pretty impressive, but I
Oh
don't.
yeah.
But my phone is good enough to emulate games, at least GameCube games, sort of a little bit.
Mhm.
It runs a little laggy sometimes with some of the GameCube games that exist. Like Sunshine isn't amazing, but it's not horrible either.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to play other games though, like Thousand Year Door, Luigi's Mansion.
Like I ran Thousand Year Door on my old iPhone, my iPhone 8, and it ran really
Yeah,
well there. So maybe it'll probably run really well on your phone, saying it's probably better than iPhone 8.
yeah. To be fair, I am running on 720p upscaled, not native resolution, so that could also affect it. I'm sure I could do native resolution.
Hmm. Yeah, I would try that.
Yeah, I'm sure I could do native if I tried. But yeah, it's nice. It's a good controller. I really like this setup.
Oh
I
yeah,
could probably do DS games like this actually,
I've always
because
debated
I
on
got the screen.
buying a PS4 controller to attach to my phone, but I never had a reason to.
Hmm. Yeah, I could probably do DS though, because this would be the perfect DS. I've basically created a
Oh
DS.
yeah. Although the screen be
It's
really
nice.
small, unless you did
Yeah,
it vertical.
yeah. I'm sure I could figure it out somehow. But yeah, it's nice. It's good.
Well,
It's a
that's
good way to
interesting.
play it. Yeah.
How's the D-pad look? Did they change the D-pad? No, they
No,
didn't
it's a
change the
perfect
D-pad.
D-pad.
That's
I
good.
love the D-pad actually. This is a really good D-pad.
Yeah, I played Celeste with this D-pad, and I still find using the D-pad really uncomfortable. But I will say, I was genuinely better at Celeste when using the D-pad.
This is a better D-pad than the Pro Controller D-pad.
Oh no, yeah, these guys are known for having good D-pads.
It's much better than the Pro Controller D-pad because this is a digital D-pad. It's not a real D-pad.
Hmm.
So this is much better. This is a great controller. I'm pretty sure it was only $30 or so, but it's comfortable. It's easy to hold. It has analog triggers and it can fit in your pocket.
Hmm.
Like analog triggers is the thing that really got me with this one. The fact that this has
I don't
analog
know.
controls.
It's so odd to me that that's analog.
It's so useful though, and it's so hard to find one with analog triggers because one this small never has analog.
It's just it's so weird that yours has it, but like the SF30 Pro doesn't have it.
Yeah, that is weird. I think mine's modeled after the SN30 Pro.
No, the SN30 Pro doesn't have analog either. I watched Wolfman's video.
Maybe I think there was an SN30 Pro Plus. Let me look at that because I think mine might be
Oh.
modeled slightly after that. Does that have
Well, the
analog?
30 Pro Plus has the handlebar
It
things.
does. Yeah, I think this is a mix. I'm pretty sure the Xbox variation is a mix of the SN30 Pro Plus and the SN30 Pro because it doesn't
Oh yeah,
have
no,
the
the SN30 Pro has analog, I think.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it does.
or not the
Oh,
SN30
then
Pro,
it's
the
just that.
SN30 Pro Plus.
Oh,
I think it has
yeah,
analog.
yeah. I think it's that then. The
Yeah, it has,
Xbox version I really enjoy. It's really useful.
or maybe they added it because of Xbox.
Probably that,
Uh huh.
but it's so useful to have this little thing because just small controller can fit in your pocket, so I can take this anywhere. At any time, I can easily just turn my phone into a GameCube, and that's great. And it's got analog, full analog support, and I've tested it and it works.
Sorry, I just
Like
found
I
something.
didn't have to set it up.
That's
Hmm?
sick. Okay,
Yeah,
so on the same topic of 8-bit dough, I'll share my screen with you, really quick. Actually, I'm gonna
yeah.
cut back and then share my screen with you. Um, I was just looking on their website to see what else they had. They made a mouse,
Ooh.
but it's just like they just used the buttons.
It's kind of stupid, but also fun. I kind of like it.
Why did they do this?
I don't know. I like it, but where's the scroll? There's no
There's
scroll.
no, it's a 3D touch panel.
Oh,
So you just swipe. What?
that's kind of neat. I like it. That's fun and stupid.
It's fun and
It's
stupid.
neat.
It's $25. 8-bit dough
$25.
is still is a really respectable company though. They make a lot of really good stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I have an 8-bit Dough controller
I
now.
don't know.
One problem I did have with that controller is I didn't know how to. I couldn't get it to connect to my Switch. I couldn't get it to work with my Switch
Oh, I wonder if they took that out to make it. Cause
because it's an Xbox controller.
on mine there are like
I might
different
get another one
modes.
though.
Like if I
Mm.
hold the start button and press a different button, it'll switch it to a different mode. So start and Y is switch, start and B is D input, start and X is X input,
Mm.
and start and A is whatever Mac OS uses. I wonder if for Xbox they didn't add that in because there's Xbox.
Yeah. Well, don't hold on. Do you need an adapter? You need the wireless USB adapter, don't you?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well then,
It's
I'm
just
gonna buy it though. I think because they. Oh, I see what this is. So their USB adapters make it to where you can use any controller with the Switch. So I'm probably gonna get that at some
I
point
would not
because those are
recommend that
useful.
one. I'd recommend the one by Mayflash.
Really?
I have
Okay.
used the one from Mayflash for it was one of the first accessories I got for my Switch, and it is so good. I think the 8-bit dough one
Mm.
might be just as good, but I love this thing. It
Okay.
connects with PS4. I think they updated it to connect with PS5, or maybe that's just the 8BitDo
Hmm.
one. Um,
Nice. I'll look into it. But
yeah,
yeah, they
it's
have
really
such good
helpful.
controllers. I love their controllers. I've only had one, but this thing is like I'm just it has analog triggers and it's the size of my hand. I've never found a controller that small that had that. So that's really what blew me away. It's comfortable, it's well set up, it feels like a good material. It's got neat I can turn these into digital triggers if I want to. I have a button that'll turn it to digital.
That's sick.
I have a turbo button which I can assign to anything. So if I do set it up to my Switch, I have that. I got
Do I have a
plus,
turbo button? I think I
minus.
can adjust it so I have a turbo button, but there's not like a dedicated button, so I'd have to swap out like the
Hmm.
snapshot button.
Yeah, I think that's what I have is a snapshot button. It's basically just a button that does nothing, and I like having a button that does nothing.
Mhm. Because then you can
Connects
map it to other
easily.
things.
Huh?
Because then you can map it to weird things.
Yeah. It's useful. It's a good controller. I like this company. It's a
Yeah,
really good controller.
8BitDo. I know from just watching Wolf Den, 8BitDo is a very good and respectable company.
Yeah.
Um, other than that, did you get anything else cool?
Um let's see.
I'm still sharing the mouse.
Not really.
Mm.
Just random stuff other than
One
that.
sec.
That was my big thing.
Okay. I have returned. I was just grabbing something off my bed. Did you say what were you saying?
That was a big thing really. That that controller and money.
That's pretty sick. Like, cause you
Yeah.
you said that you get all your big presents at your birthday instead. The thing with
Yeah.
me is my birthday is almost right after Christmas, so I normally get all the big stuff at
Mm.
Christmas, and I get like accessories for that stuff on my birthday.
Mm.
So the cool thing I got, which is what this is why it is a lot bigger than yours, was the reason I just
Yeah.
explained. I got the Quest, the Oculus Quest 2, which is something
Mm.
that I've been wanting since it came out back in October.
Yeah.
All my webcam, if I can switch to Discord. This thing is awesome.
Mm.
It's really small, and coming right off of the PSVR, because that's what I've been using for a few years.
Yeah.
This, and I'm a very big person with VR. This is very good.
Mm.
The PSVR has kind of a low resolution. I don't know how low, but
Yeah.
the lower the resolution you have, there's this what they call the screen door effect, where where everything looks like you're basically looking through a screen door.
Yeah.
But the resolution for some reason on this headset is like stupid high for
Huh.
a first party headset. Like the
Hmm.
only person that outmatched them for a while was Pimax, who had already made like 4K headsets.
Hmm.
So I never get that, and it is very good. The controllers are
Well,
really
that's
good
great.
quality.
Yeah. That's nice.
The only thing bad about this still is the Facebook thing. Mr. Zuckerberg makes you have to sign in with a Facebook
Yeah.
account, and it's really stupid that he makes you do that.
Mm-hmm.
But other than Mr. Zuckerberg being dumb like he already is,
Stupid Zucker.
it's pretty sick, and I would definitely recommend this. It's only $300. I mean, $300 is a lot, but
Yeah.
um
For VR, it's cheap.
yeah, for VR this is oops, I took the strap off. How do I fix it? I broke it. No. I mean, but for VR, you get this headset, which is a completely wireless headset. I can't fix it. But I broke it.
Oh no. Did you already break it?
No. It's supposed to go back on, but I don't know how to put it back on. Okay, I fixed it.
Hmm.
Um, But for a headset that you can play everything in the headset, you don't even need a PC. You can play everything in the headset. You can
Yeah.
still connect it to your PC if there are games on your PC like
Mhm.
Half-Life Alyx that aren't compatible with it. But
I don't know if you can run Half-Life Alyx on your PC to that,
no, I
but we'll
want to
see.
though.
Yeah.
There aren't a lot of downsides. There's this weird thing where I know the PSVR had like a slider, but here there's not a
Yeah.
slider, there's just a clicker. So if your eyes are in between any of the clicks, it will be kind of uncomfortable to look through
Hmm.
because they won't be spaced right. But for a lot of people, I heard it isn't a problem.
Hmm.
I love this thing. The only thing I have on it is Beat Saber VR chat, Beat Saber and VR chat. Those are the things I've tried so far. Which me and you should play VR chat.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, because we have that, or you have that, and I have
Hmm.
this now. I know you don't have VR, but
Yeah, it's so fun.
it's still fun. Thing is,
So
I'm
that's
dumb
cool.
and I can't figure out anything on VR chat, so
Uh, yeah, it's cool.
it's awesome. I'm very
Maybe
happy.
one day I'll get a VR headset, but I want to get a new PC first. Then,
Oh
if I have
yeah.
extra money to spend, I'll get a VR headset just for no reason. Maybe I'll get like stupid money once I get a job and just be like, today I will buy the Valve headset for
The
$1,000.
index. You're gonna start with the index.
That'll be my first one.
The index. You're gonna get a job, save up like $1,200, and go
Hmm.
index
Today I will
time.
do all of it on this.
You don't even have a computer to run
Yeah.
it. No, but I have been very invested in VR for a very long time. Also, I didn't change the number on the podcast. I'm just now realizing.
Oh.
I changed it in the title, but not in the actual podcast.
I got $20 gift card for the eShop on my Switch, and
Oh yeah, what'd you buy with it?
I got Bug Fables.
I love Bug Fables. I
I
never played it.
haven't played a ton of Bug Fables yet. I got very, very little into the game. Like I just started because I got it like a day. I got it yesterday, actually, didn't I? Yeah, I
Oh
did.
yeah.
Um, and I've been trying to finish Xenoblade. So my goal is to finish Xenoblade and then play Bug Fables.
That's a good goal.
Yeah, RPG to RPG. When I get bored of Xenoblade again. I'm getting pretty far in Xenoblade. I'm on Mechonis.
Ooh.
I'm on the Mechonis thigh, I think. So like the legs.
How's that going? I've been hesitant to play Xenoblade for a while because I don't have it on something where I can go around with it, and it's I don't like playing RPGs on things that I have to sit down, especially
Yeah.
long RPGs like that.
You should ask for Xenoblade for Christmas.
I should.
But you got a VR headset, so that's pretty expensive.
Yeah, I would. Again, I know you disagree with me when we talk about this in the podcast, but I much rathered a VR headset than like a new monitor, a new PC or something.
Mm,
Just because
yeah.
I've been into that for a while. So,
Yeah.
anyways, how good is Xenoblade? Have you ran into anything that you would say is objectively worse than the original?
The original? No.
Really?
Because it's basically the same game. Just up the graphics. There are, I think, no negatives. Well, okay, there are a few, but they're very specific and they aren't real negatives.
What do you mean?
If you, it depends on the thing you're doing with the original. If we're talking purely the original, then no. If we're talking the Dolphin modded original, then yes.
Okay.
I wish that with the Monado arts they were color coded, because there's a mod to do that. With the Dolphin version of the game,
Yeah.
when you run it on the emulator, and I really wish they had the option to color code it on the actual game as well.
Yeah.
because you do have a bit of an issue of having to remember which one it is. It's not massive, but it's slightly irritating.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot harder to remember a symbol than it is just to remember a color.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why they didn't color code it, but they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's it
Really?
because it's the same game.
Is there anything that you wish they would have added other
Color
than that?
coding. Uh, I think they could have. Again, it's the same. It's a remake in the same vein that Demon Souls is a remake. It's the same core game. They didn't change the gameplay any, aside from like fixes here and there that did improve it. But the
Yeah.
base of the game is still the same engine. It's the same game. They just up the visuals. So I wish they had fixed some of the combat issues that are well known within
Are there
Xenoblade.
performance problems?
Huh?
Are there performance problems?
Yeah, I do wish the resolution was better.
Ooh.
For the most part, it runs fine. I just wish the resolution was better. I wish it didn't run at potentially substandard sometimes. It's not noticeable because they use a smoothing effect. It's not super like I barely have an issue of not being able to tell what's happening on screen. Usually, I can tell what's happening when it's docked, but I do prefer it docked because it just looks better.
Mm.
That being said, I'm still glad the game is on the Switch and I prefer it. And I do think it is the
Mm-hmm.
definitive version of the game because just the things they added in to make it run, to make it just easier to play, the auto run option, just the many options they did for accessibility. I've been playing on casual mode because I can't beat an RPG on regular mode.
Mm.
I suck at RPGs. I'm horrible at JRPGs, and I don't feel like going through the issues of grinding and doing side quests. And that's more of a complaint on the genre and not the game itself.
Yeah.
Like I always find it stupid when you're in a game that's like, sorry, you can't destroy God. You didn't give a potato to this girl in like the first town you went to. Gotta go do that, then you can defeat God.
The girl
I
gives
always
you
thought that
a
was stupid in
special
RPGs.
gun where you like allows you to shoot God. This girl
Yeah.
had the gun.
I always thought it was stupid that you had to just spend. Grinding is a stupid idea
Yeah.
to me. Forcing people to do side quests and grinding isn't fun.
I think that's what was
They
one of the
should be
reasons people like
optional.
Final Fantasy so much is because
Yeah,
if you just didn't skip the battles that the game forced you through, you would be a high enough level
yeah,
to where at you where you would no point you'd have to grind. I don't
yeah,
understand. I don't understand if it's me that just starts skipping battles after a while, or if it's games just not doing that, not making the
yeah.
progression steady.
No, it definitely can be really annoying. Scott the Woz did a really good video on like why he doesn't like RPGs, and I agree with almost every single point. Having to battle enemies halfway through going somewhere is just tedious and annoying.
Hmm.
It's annoying to be trying to get somewhere and then be like, oh, can't do that. You can't move from point A to point B because now you have to be completely stopped to fight this person. I love the Mother series for that reason because it skips it.
Really?
Oh yeah, did you not know that?
No, I haven't completed Mother. I haven't completed any of the
Oh,
Mother games.
so in Earthbound, this is the first game to ever do it. Well, I guess not. I think Mother One did it, but that was in Japan only. So,
Earthbound Beginnings.
but yeah, okay, you're right. There's an auto skip feature though. If you go into a battle and you're fighting an enemy and you're a high enough like level, it will automatically skip the fight.
Oh, that's sick.
And I always loved that feature. And I don't know why I was never adapted into more RPGs because it's just an obvious feature. Like obviously, you would auto skip the fight. You would automatically win because the game can calculate and process. Oh, you're this high of a level. The enemy's this low of a level. Duh, you're gonna win. Here, there you go. You won because why would I put you through fighting it? And I love that feature, and I wish it was done more in RPGs. I hate grindiness, like I said. It's stupid. I think it is counteractive to the gameplay and the fun. I don't like having to just stop. I still I'm playing on casual mode. The combat is fun. It's very fun. But I am on casual mode because I don't want to die over and over again because I didn't know how to do a specific move or it was just too high level. I just want to get the game finished because I'm enjoying the story and the visuals, which is why I play the game. Is because the combat can be fun when you're doing it. The visuals are just breathtaking, and the story is really good, and the music is good, which is why I suggest it. And with casual mode, I can play it how I want to, rather than how the game would be, differently. Like how what other people would prefer, I can play it in casual mode like I want to.
Yeah.
As a casual enjoyer of the series, I don't want to go hardcore, spend hours and hours playing through it, grinding up my levels. I just want to enjoy the game.
Yeah.
And I get to do that with casual mode. So I really appreciate the casual mode option. The story is great. The story is just incredible. It's one of the best stories in an RPG I've ever seen. Because it is just massive, the story. Like, you are going through the story, and it seems basic for a good portion of the game.
Yeah, I haven't.
It
I
seems
never
like a
reached that point.
basic, yeah. It seems basic. It seems simple, but then there's a plot twist that kind of happens that just completely subverts it and changes everything. And it becomes at that point because you're going through the game in a revenge plot. Basically, I won't explain why or how, but you are, and eventually you're just like, okay, well now what? It takes advantage of the fact that it's a revenge plot and then subverts it by completely shifting the focus of the game from a revenge plot to something else, and then you're just stuck there like, well, now what? And it makes you examine your biases of the game and be like, maybe revenge plot isn't the best choice. And it does it without it doing at the end of the game. This is something The Last of Us 2 did that I didn't like. They try to shift it from a revenge plot to something completely different, but they do it halfway through. I mean, they do it at the end of the game. They do it at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Xenoblade does it halfway through, and it has time for the characters to grow and understand why and explain why maybe that isn't the
It's
best
so.
choice.
It's so.
It explores it.
It's so funny that Xenoblade does it halfway into the game, yet still gives more motive for the characters to switch from that
Yeah.
than they did in Last of Us 2.
Yeah. Seriously, play Xenoblade if you can in some way, shape, or form, if you want to. I'd suggest casual mode if you're not an RPG guy like me,
Oh yeah.
or at least watch a YouTube. Just watch a YouTube playlist at least.
Did you say
Um, Watch a Let's
uh
Play
who's your favorite person?
character.
No, your favorite Let's Player guy for Xenoblade.
Oh, Suga Conroy did a Let's Play a couple years ago, but it's not of the definitive editions. If you want to use a definitive edition, which I do suggest actually, because facial expressions improve the story just that tiny bit. It really does. When you can
Yeah.
tell that Shulk is visibly
Upset.
angry or upset, it's a lot better
And
than
they still captured it really well in the Wii version.
yeah. They did for a Wii game. It's still impressive, but I do suggest the new one. So I'm sure there's someone has a Let's Play. I'm sure someone's played it. I think Vinny did a little bit of it. I don't
Um,
think he finished it, but he did a little bit of it.
Shoving graphics completely aside, which of the art styles do you prefer? Because I know like the art styles and art direction definitely changed between the games, and that's not just because of the updated graphics.
Yeah.
Like they definitely went from a
Um.
more metal thing, like a more metal, darker tone to anime-ish. They lean more to
Yeah.
the anime side for the game.
Yeah. They do. I don't think it's too anime-like. It's honestly pretty much fine. Um. It is anime looking ish, but only a little bit, and it honestly looks fine. I love the visual style of the original, but I also do love the new one because it's not too different,
Hmm.
in my opinion, from the original. And just, I think, I think it lends to the game better when you can better articulate and tell what you're looking at.
Yeah.
I think just the graphical improvements kind of are the art style. Like it has better lighting now, and just having better lighting and more detailed models really does help
Oh, it
to
does a
give
lot. Yeah.
you. Yeah, I mean, it has a weather system. It has the clouds. It really makes the world feel more realistic, just more accurate. Oh, than the original version, because it's got like clouds and such, and you can see Mechonis' sword. You can see the sword of Mechonis the second you get into the Gower Plains. And the original, it was neat to look at that. It was still impressive for a Wii game. It was mind blowing. But in the new one, you'll look at it, and there's the cloud effects. You can see it blending into the sky. It's just breathtaking.
It's just fantastic.
It's beautiful, and every location you get to in this game is just gorgeous, regardless of where you're going, because it just gives you a sense of scale. It shows how small you are to everything else, and it's just huge, vast world that's completely different from our own. And it's just neat. I love the concept of living on this giant dead Titan body.
Huh.
So you could just see a massive sword or arm right above you, thousands of feet in the air.
That's sick.
So I would suggest it. If you're gonna play it, get the definitive edition. If you're gonna see a let's play, probably still watch a version of the definitive edition. It just improves it so much.
This is really like the review episode of the podcast. We're just reviewing the things we love.
Yeah, there
You know,
wasn't a ton of
if you're
news this
if we're
week.
gonna
So.
talk about games you should get, I know there's a bunch of sales going on. Um, if we're gonna talk
I
about like our favorite games that you should grab while all
yeah.
these sales happen, I will bet that Portal and Portal 2
Hmm.
are like $10 collectively on Steam right now. Go pick up those games. Those
Oh
games
yeah, those are amazing.
collectively.
Same with Half Life.
Oh
Half Life
yeah,
2 is probably on sale. Get the Half Life games. They're Half
yeah.
Life. They're
Get Half Life.
groundbreaking
Half Life
games.
is a
They're
given.
defining.
Half Life is a given.
They're
But Portal for
yeah.
me, Portal is this is gonna be incredibly biased. Portal is my favorite game of all time. Portal and Portal 2. Collectively, they are my favorite games of all time. I I don't they just have such a good personality, and even if you don't like puzzle games, you'll be laughing all the way through. You'll be invested in the story. There are plot holes, but you don't really care because the writing other than that is just so good. The puzzles are fun and you feel really good when you figure them out. There's always a really good sense of acceleration. They have a really good sense of like acceleration and speed whenever there is acceleration and speed. It is just they're an incredible game. The plot twist it's the plot twist, at least in the original, is a little easy to see coming, but those games are like, again, they're literally my favorite
yeah.
games of all times, and they're probably collectively $10 on Steam right now. So just go buy them, go play them. It'll probably take you collectively about 15 hours to complete. Portal should take you about 5. Portal 2 should take you about 10. So there's not a lot of content, but they're so good for $15.
Yeah.
Like $15 is like one meal, and that lasts
Yeah.
you like an hour. And I know food. I shouldn't be comparing food to
Yeah.
video
If you,
games.
I would get food over video games if you need to.
Yeah, I would get food over video
um,
games if you need to, but like a cup of coffee, I guess that's $3.
yeah.
But if you were getting like coffee for like a whole bunch of people, that
Hmm.
that's not. I'm not. There's not a good example, but there are definitely things for $15 that'll last you less than 15 hours. It'll last you like 1 hour.
Yeah.
You could buy Nintendo Labo, and that's like $40, and that'll last you 10 minutes. So don't.
Don't get Labo. I guess.
You'll spend more time building the Labo than you were playing with it.
This just became fuck Labo.
Yeah, no, fuck Labo.
Fuck Nintendo.
If I wanted to do origami, I'm just gonna go play. I'm just gonna go do origami. There are better things.
um. Yeah, the Portal games are good. Get them.
Oh yeah,
Celeste is probably on sale. I've gone over Celeste a million times. Get Celeste. It's amazing.
Half-Life Alyx, if you have a VR headset, is $40 right now.
That's a
Good
good deal
grab.
if you have a headset that can run it.
Oh
If you
yeah,
have a machine that can run it,
fantastic
like
grab if you
integrate.
have a PC. Yeah, you should go yell at
Yeah.
Kai.
Yeah.
um,
Um, Bug Fables is actually on sale right now, and I do highly suggest it. Even though I've played very little, it is still very good and very fun. If you like Thousand Year Door, you'll love Bug Fables. Because it's just a good game. It's very similar. Like the little bit I've played, it is so similar. Like it's got the same layout even,
oh
but it does make things a little bit different here and there. It improves the formula. It's
yeah.
not just a clone. It's very good though, and since that formula was kind of abandoned by Nintendo anyways,
What's Bug Fables about?
you're a bug, and there's a sapling, and if you find it, well, basically, there's a queen, and she wanted this sapling that would make her live forever, and so she founded like a legion of adventurers, and now it's been years later, and it's still there, and her um daughter is in charge now, and she's also still like in charge of the League of Adventurers. And
Oh, so
you're an adventurer. You're an adventurer trying to find this sapling
oh,
so that you can get rich or something.
I'd be an excellent adventurer.
Yeah, I need to play more of it, but it's a good game. It's good gameplay. And I haven't played much. I'd look up Arlo's review if you want to see a better review of Bug Fables, since I've played so little. Like I literally just got out of like the tutorial. I have not played it. Look up Arlo's video of Bug Fables. He'll go over it in better detail. But it's got like lore and such. Like there's deep lore apparently if you go over it.
oh.
So it's a good game. I'm excited to play it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steam always has deals around this time and it's still going. Hades is on sale for $20. That's a good deal. I got game of the year.
Ooh.
Almost. Almost game of the year. Final Fantasy VII is on the Switch on sale, I guess. I would personally suggest you get it on Steam because you can mod it, but you can get it on Switch if you want it. Yeah, that's basically there are sales. Just look for what you want. Yeah. What else do we have?
I don't know.
I ran out of content.
Yeah. Let me check my notes.
I want Mario Odyssey 2.
Oh, saved you
Where's
a
Mario
saved
Odyssey
you a
2?
quick. Oh yeah, okay, no, Mario Odyssey 2. Yeah, they haven't announced
I
anything
want,
about that. I'm surprised that they didn't
no, I want
say
I
anything
want
about
more
that during
fucking
the
I
anniversary.
want more
Anniversary.
I want more Mario Odyssey. I want more Mario Odyssey. You need more. Seriously though, they put the game out, and then there was like no DLC or a sequel. Zelda got DLC and a sequel. I want more Mario Odyssey. That's my statement on that. Where's Mario Odyssey, Nintendo? Where's Mario Odyssey
You don't
2?
get Mario Odyssey, and you don't get freaking
This
whatever
is
the other
why I
one
hate
was.
you.
You don't get Mario Odyssey, and you don't get Pikmin.
This is
Get wrecked.
why I hate Doug Bowser. Fuck you, Nintendo.
Never be allowed
I'll make my
anything
own
you like.
goddamn Pikmin. I'll make Pikmin for myself.
Mwahahahaha. What can know why
I'll make my own damn Pikmin.
So yeah, I don't have a lot. I passed that. Oh yeah, no. Save You Click Video Games got banned. I know
Yeah, that
this
was weird.
because I go to them for a lot of my news. Because again, they're just really compact. They got suspended from Twitter. No one knows why. They might like Daisy too much.
Huh. Weird.
They liked a lot of Daisy Rule 34 to the point where I had to unfollow them so it would stop showing up on my timeline.
Oh, they liked Daisy too
They
much.
liked it too much. But I don't. Other than maybe that, I don't know
Weird.
why they would have gotten suspended.
Yeah, that's odd.
But other than that, I'm gonna go look up more stuff about that. If it was an unrightful ban, help them. If it was rightful, don't.
This
um,
is the I don't careinator.
I'm gonna go play on my quest. I don't know what I'm gonna play on it, but I'm gonna play on it.
I guess we went for an hour. Yeah,
Yeah, for an hour.
there wasn't a whole lot this week, is all. It
Oh
was
yeah, it's
Christmas week.
Christmas, so everyone had
Um,
things to do.
everyone have a new year.
Oh yeah, everyone. Well, is New Year's this weekend? Yeah, it's this weekend. Yeah, everyone have a good New Year's.
Yeah,
Mm,
have a new year. Maybe we'll do something on our
There's nothing.
Minecraft server.
Oh no, our podcast is on New Year's. No, it's not. It's the second day. Never mind. I was gonna say it's day 2 of New Year's. Never mind.
Yeah.
So we'll do first impressions of 2021
We'll see
next
you next
podcast.
year. We'll see you next year.
I'll see you next year. Merry Christmas. Everyone have a good time.
Before I go, my final message.
Ah!